What is up, guys? Welcome to Life Stories. I'm going to kind of just get into, so I have like a list of memories that I've been making, and I'm just going to kind of get into those memories and kind of just share them with you. This one's just going to be a collection of those memories, so it's going to be like Life Stories Episode 1 or something of that nature. Thank you guys for all the support, and you're really awesome. So let's get started. The first one is my dad, his name is Larry. He made amazing spaghetti and meatballs, and I had like a homemade recipe, and it was so good, and I really enjoyed it. And him and my stepmom Michelle just like did a really freaking good job. He also made baked chicken and Mexican food as well, and he did guacamole with lettuce, which was really weird, but I generally just enjoyed it. And another one is I had my first beer with my dad, and I was of age. And I had a blast with him, and he made me like omelets and stuff like that. But I did end up getting sick, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I also mowed grass for an old lady to earn money in like Spring Hill when I was younger, just to earn some money. This was when I was in like middle school at the time, and I would just go next door, and our next door neighbors were just older people, and yeah, they let me mow their grass, and I got a good amount of money from that. I think it was like 10 or 20 bucks at a time, but I was able to like start saving up money. I was saving up for a PSP at the time. Cause like Star Wars Battlefront, Renegade Squadron was coming out, and I just thought that like the character customization was so freaking cool for that game. So I ended up, just doing that for a good amount of time, and it was awesome. My current girlfriend is absolutely obsessed with aliens. That's the next one. So like she watches all these different shows about aliens. She watches like she listens to podcasts and stuff like that. And she just loves it in general. And I think it's the cutest thing in the world. I'm not really sure if I think aliens exist or not. But I guess that would be pretty cool if they did exist. But I just got to kind of wait and see if I ever see anything personally, you know? Do you guys, let me know in the comments, do you guys think aliens exist or not? That'd be crazy if they did, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Another thing is, like, I used to get really excited. So we would go up to Pennsylvania, and yes, this is a little all over the place because this is me going through, like, my list of memories. But I used to get really excited, so we'd travel up to Pennsylvania every summer, and I know I've talked about this in previous videos, but we'd travel up to Pennsylvania every single summer, and I would get really excited about fast food. Like, every time we passed a fast food place, I would get really excited, and I felt this, like, awesome feeling on the inside, and I was like, oh my god, we're getting fast food, and it was just really exciting in general. And we pretty much got fast food the entire time, so yeah, dude, that really made the trip for me, just being able to, get the freaking food, the best food in the world, bro. McDonald's at the time was like my favorite restaurant, and we got to go there, so that was amazing, bro. And I'll never forget that trip, dude. It was such a good trip, and we had so much fun. It's something that I just look back on really fondly. But yeah, we'd get like Taco Bell, McDonald's, all that stuff, and it really hit home. So yeah, the next time, and this kind of goes hand in hand with that, because on one of those trips, I'm pretty sure we were on a trip, or we were just visiting the local one. I'm not 100% sure, but it was the first time that I ever tried sour cream, and that was at Taco Bell. And what I got was the Nachos Bel Grande. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, and just thought it was awesome in general. And I still kind of prefer it without, because like in Nashville, when I used to get the 5-layer burrito, it would be kind of like all the sour cream would be in like one end of the burrito, and it was kind of grody, but I kind of managed and stuff like that, so it's all good. And the next one is I've been remembering all the times that I used to walk to Taco Bell when I lived in Nashville. So this was like with my brother and my friend Adam and stuff like that. They would come over, and we would walk to Taco Bell, and we would get the what they had at the time was the beefy crunch burrito, and I thought the beefy crunch burrito was so freaking good, dude. Uh, it had like flaming hot Fritos in it, seasoned rice, beef, sour cream, nacho cheese, and it was only $1. Like what? So yeah, we had a blast just eating like the best food ever, and made tons of good memories walking around Nashville and stuff like that. I've talked about it in a few previous videos. I highly recommend that you go back and watch my shorts and watch my like my life story videos. They're all about 2 minute, 1 to 2 minutes long. For this one, I'm doing like batch. I'm doing a batch of memories in one video. I kind of did that, I think, partially because I released so much music. So don't sleep on the music. Check out the songs playlist on this channel and listen to all the music. I have new music and like that I've made, unreleased songs from my old project that are pretty freaking good, and some songs that I lost whenever my old page got deleted or when I deleted my old page. It didn't get deleted by anyone. I deleted it myself because I was going through some mental health stuff, but now I'm doing better. Um, and yeah, I got all the music posted there, so check that out. And yeah, I'm having a really good time doing that. There was also a time that I was in the hospital for DKA, because I couldn't swallow, and it was terrifying. Yeah, I couldn't swallow, and it was just absolutely terrifying to me, and that was a really bad time. Um, but yeah, I got through it, and I think that's really important that you guys know, like, you can get through hard times. Um, yeah, that was something. But the next one is my mom reminded me when I was a kid, I used to jump in this little jumping toy, and I would bang my head every single time that I jumped, and I would just bounce around for hours, and I was just the craziest little kid, but it was fun. Um, the next one is there's a time I took apart my Xbox 360 to learn about the system so I could fix the inevitable red ring of death. So yeah, when I was in eighth grade, I actually took apart my Xbox 360 and completely like learned how to do the X clamp replacement and stuff like that. And yeah, it was pretty cool. I learned a lot. Like I watched a ton of like YouTube tutorials and stuff like that, and taught me how to those taught me how to fix so many different things, dude. Cell phones, computers, laptops. Like on my old laptop, I replaced the fans in my old laptop, and I replaced the Arctic Silver 5, the thermal compound, and all that good stuff. I was generally just pretty good at it. The next one is I absolutely loved playing Pokemon growing up, and I actually just recently started playing Pokemon Emerald. I don't know how far I'm gonna get. In terms of games, the only thing that I really found myself being able to do as of late is playing Destiny 2, just doing like the Vanguard activities through the portal. That's pretty much as far as I'm able to go with that, but yeah. Um, and the next one is I used to play GoldenEye N64 with my brother growing up, and that was one of the first games I ever actually beat. I did play it on easy mode, but yeah, that was one of the first games I ever beat, and it was really fun. And we got to play we ended up playing like there was a mode where you could do like two players controlling single player, and then there was also multiplayer as well, and that was really fun. Um, the next one is the time my uncle and my family were playing NASCAR on the N64, and they handed me an unplugged controller to pretend I was playing so I'd be happy. But I slowly discovered that my inputs weren't doing shit. So I was just basically pretending to play, and they knew that. And it was just ridiculous, bro. Like I actually believed them, and I thought that was funny. The next one is the time I made a terrible game in Unreal Engine, but I enjoyed the level design, so I continued making it, but it was absolutely awful. It was called like Escape the Butt Toucher or something of that nature, and yeah, it was pretty bad. The next one is there's a time I started modding Morrowind when I was like 13, and yeah, I made my own little mod, and that was pretty cool. The next one is I played a game called Cube 2, and I fell in love with the soundtrack. It's called Cube 2 Sauerbraten. I highly recommend you check it out. The next one is the magical reunion with my girlfriend, and it was like magic, bro. The lights were flickering, and it was just generally really magical. It felt like a movie, bro. And I'll never forget that. And I'm so glad that I'm back with my girlfriend, and life is great. The next one is I tried out for football and I did terrible. The one after that is I used to be obsessed with skinny jeans, but now I just wear twill joggers. And the final memory is playing Borderlands in the hospital right before my kid was born. And I just remember being nervous and like thinking about like, oh my god, like my life is about to change so crazy. Like what? But yeah, that is pretty much all I've got for this one. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you for the next episode of my life story. Have an amazing rest of your day. Hang on to hope, stay positive, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.